You are live, they said. I wonder if anybody's going to show up today. Another impromptu live show, 7 o'clock on a Sunday night, August 18th. Working on, for the ones that don't show up, we're working on it just seems like I'm really busy working on the shed, working on the concrete. I did a video on that. Um, Trying to keep you guys abreast of what Buzz's retirement garage is doing. Got one comment that was pretty funny. He said, "Now we got Buzz's retirement shed." I thought about just for a quick minute. I thought about going in the shed and doing the video in there, the live. I decided not to do that. So anyway, I see a couple people have showed up. Um, yeah, so I'm getting ready to grill some burgers and bought that. Remember, if you saw my video on the Sam's Club, I got that hamburger. Hi, Frenchie. Hello, Dean. Yeah, I got that organic beef from Sam's Club. So we're going to make some patties up and throw some tomatoes because I got the tomatoes growing. Hi, Noreen. Kristen, how you feeling? Hi, Brian. Yeah, gonna do some of those burgers. You know, we get the fresh tomatoes from the garden. Um, the cucumbers, which a lot of people, I think even Noreen, you were telling me, that cucumber scare or recall, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't say it's a scare, it's a recall. It turned out, from what I read, on one article I read, was the last person that got sick was June 4th. So, hey, Joe, I know. But yeah, speaking of crack at it, that was funny. No, you know what? I still figured that the time it saved me for doing those 34 bags, even renting a mixer, because I was going to buy a mixer. Harbor Freight had it for like $300. And I thought a one time use. And I looked on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and I was looking for a mixer. And somebody had one for rent, but they wanted like $50 to rent it for a day. And they were way out somewhere in near Akron or something. So I decided not to do that. Um, yeah, it was old news, but the media had posted it again recently. Yeah, I kind of just look. I don't know. I the way I figure it, Noreen, is that if they're recalled, Sam's will pull them. That's the way I look at it. I don't think Sam's or Costco or any of the name brands shopping places would leave the stuff on the shelves. Now, I could be wrong, but I would think they would pull that stuff out. Kenneth, how you doing? Uh, yeah, Joe. So anyway, I can't. The rest of it, that surface pitting on that dry pour, that was okay. I mean, I'm not too concerned about that because it's all going to be hidden anyway. But because like a couple people said, I will be planting some bushes or something over there. I'll figure something out. But that one that piece that cracked off completely, that's that was kind of surprising to me. Um, Twins fan. Hey, I got my 2007. It's only 17 years old, right? If I do the math right. Tractor Bob, how you doing? Is there a big difference between Costco and Sam's Club? For me, Costco is in what I would call a rich area, and my Sam's Club is in a poor area. I'll just phrase it that way. So Sam's Club prices seem lower because of the area that I'm in. They don't put as much meat out. Um, Whether they think it's going to be stolen, I don't know, but the prices seem a little bit better there. Now, Costco has a lot more gluten free and organic product, in my opinion. So I like Costco for that reason. Like if you saw my Sam's Club food haul, the gluten free pizza, the only one they have is a cheese pizza. Well, Costco has two or three, I think two different types. They have a Mediterranean style, and they also have a Supreme. So at least the two. So as far as pizza, gluten free pizza, that's the best place to go, Costco. with the shed floor on top of it, mostly hidden anyway. Yeah, I only got like 2.5 to 3 inches around. I just started anchoring it, which I've never done before, anchoring that shed into the concrete. Let me grab my bolts, Joe, because you might be interested. So they told me to use these, and I got one. Oh, sorry. Jeez. When you're 6'3", your legs don't work. So I got these bolts and or anchors, I guess you want to call them. So I'll throw those in. I put 2 of them in so far, and I put an extra washer on top. So hopefully that's going to work out. I'll get 6 of those in there. Hopefully they hold that shed down. With the shed floor, yeah. As long as you're happy with it, I'm sort of happy with it. But I put the these posts and reinforcements. I put them in wrong. I just sometimes I wonder how I do certain things. I don't know. I'm amazed at myself sometimes. Costco because it's close to you, right, Dean? Yeah, Brian. Costco's chickens are larger. I don't know. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, depending on where they get them from. I know they have their own farm or something, or their own I think they have their own distributor that they own, maybe. So I'm not really sure, but Sam's Club does come up with some. I call them Cornish hens sometimes. What's for dinner tonight, Dan? We are going to have the burgers, the organic beef that I bought at Sam's Club. I'm going to cook up burgers as soon as I get off of here. Ron from Trinidad. Do you ever consider retiring in another country with a cheaper cost of living? You know what? I have, if you drew a triangle, sort of like that, I can't see. If you drew a triangle, that's where I've lived most of my life. About a 2-mile triangle. So I started over there, I lived over there, and now I live here. So the chances of me going anywhere else, pretty slim to none. I never say never, but I can't see it happening. I really can't. I'm not late. No, Vicky, you're not late. No late fee for me. Nope. Just put a cornbread casserole in the oven. Yeah, we're trying not to still use our oven because it's pretty muggy. It's been raining. It's supposed to cool down here in Cleveland. The humidity's supposed to go down Monday or tomorrow or Tuesday. So it's still kind of humid and the air's still running. My electric bill was $117, and that's at 4.5 cents per kilowatt, not including distribution charges. That's just the price of electricity, just so people don't get confused. I know Kristen and I have talked about that before. I should be fine with those anchors. Okay. Hi from Louisiana. My husband and I are both retired. Love your show. Well, thank you, Sally. Thank you for coming in. David, go Tribe. That's right. And although they lost one yesterday, 2-1, I think it was. Hi, Buzz from Massachusetts. I hope you're having a good weekend. Every day is a good day. Trust me. I catch myself like, God, I got to do this. I got to do this. And then I'm like, no, I don't. I can wait. I can wait till tomorrow. I can wait another hour. I can do it later today. So every day is a great day. 84, are you too early? Right, you are, Blaine. You're not here just for $25, are you? You're here for me, right? And our community, right? Good, Glenn. Glenn, doing good. Dashing Womby. Hi, Buzz. Just wanted to pop in and say hello before I go live on the way to work. Yep, I caught a couple of your lives. I don't remember. I couldn't stay on long the other day, but I can't remember where you were going to, but you were driving down some highway. You never travel, Carla? No, not really. No, we just don't. We don't. We're staying in Northeast Ohio. No earthquakes, no brush fires, no hurricanes, low property taxes. Well, my property taxes went up. Our area just had an increase. So Yeah, it wasn't too much. I think it went up 3 to 4. I have to look at the math, but it was $300 or $400 a year. So we're probably up around 5,200 now. But I have to do the math. I haven't actually seen the actual bill. Of course, I won't get that till January or December, January. I love the attitude. Can't wait until I retire next year. You're gonna love it, man. I'm telling you. It's hard to describe. I'm going on a year, believe it or not. End of September next year. It's 11 months for me now, and in a couple of days, all next week, and then next month it'll be a year. And I just can't believe how fast it's gone. It's amazing, and there's still a bunch of stuff I haven't even done yet that I want to do. So, Green Mountains of Vermont. Hi, David. Discipline 13 from Georgia. Hope all is well. Yes, everything is good. John King. Love your channel. Listen whenever I can. Glad I caught you live today. I'm glad too. Tractor Bob, I'm doing good. You started a new channel. Well, I started a new channel. Tractor Bob retired. It'll be for my retirement like you. Okay, cool. Sharon Walsh Thompson, one of our winners from a month ago, maybe. Caught alive. Yahoo. Clayton Bigsby, I retired in 2020, and just like the old Boston song, "Don't Look Back," it's been great. Yep, absolutely. You guys know, if you're retired, you know it's different. I mean, right now, Sunday, I'd be thinking about, I got to do this, I got to do that, get ready for tomorrow. What am I walking into? Because in my mind, I always plan things, like, especially when I was working. Usually I would do it in the shower or the 45-minute drive to work. Like, what am I going to engage in today? How am I going to handle it? What you look at the outcomes of something. When you work on something, you have to visualize the outcome. So I used to always do that. Now I visualize what time I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. Hold on, let me back up. I get the BS in here and back up. Yeah, okay. Brian, Southwest Indiana. You've got drier weather on the way. Lower humidity is, I'm sorry, Blaine, not Brian, Blaine. Lower humidity is sweet. Yeah, I know that's coming our way. Larry Garden. Hi, Buzz. Canada says hi. Enjoy the videos. Hello, Canada. Simply Katie Walks. Hi, Buzz. Dashing Womby. Don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. Yeah, do it if you want or don't. I don't care. Hold on. I got to get rid of these ads. I skipped these ads. I don't know how to turn that off in the beginning, but I'm not worried about it. If I see it, it's running across the bottom of my screen. I'll cancel it out. I love the staycation. That's right. Happy anniversary to you and Mrs. Buzz. Yep, 41 years on the 20th. Matter of fact, a couple people responded to that one video, and they were married the same exact day, 41 years ago, that we were. So it was two people, I think it was. I thought that was kind of interesting. Pennsylvania, watching you since day one, retired January 1st, first summer off since 1969. Yep. And Rich, where are you from in Pennsylvania? I don't remember exactly, because I was born in Erie. I was born in Erie Hospital. Of course, we were out of Pennsylvania by the time I was 3 years old, when my parents divorced, or separated and divorced when I was about 3. We ended up living with my grandmother on Detroit Road in Cleveland. Staycation in Berea. Oh, that's right. Okay. Hold on. Let me get caught up again. SW. Yeah, staycation in Berea. So happy you're doing a live. Yeah. You're in a nice area over there. I think you and I were talking about the park system, right? You got the Metro Parks. You got Wallace Lake over there. Berea is a really nice town. I used to go to the shop in Berea. Now they moved from the building that they were at and went to another building. But and you know what? There's a chicken. Oh, what's the name of that place? It's got good chicken and gluten-free onion rings and mushrooms. I forget the name of it. It'll come to me, but it's right there on Front Street. Okay. Pennsylvania. I'm from or Montana. Okay. Let me try to get caught up here. Montana. I excitedly told my husband he has 5 months until retirement. He said that feels like so long. Yeah, I think the last few months do kind of drag. It depends on what kind of job you have. Um, if you're busy at work, which most people are, if you're busy at work, time flies. So that 5 months will go fast. Eric, bonjour from Montreblont, Quebec. Hope I didn't butcher that too bad. 19 years, David. Next month for me, wife and hold on. Jeez. I'm screwing this up here because I'm trying to. 19 years next month for me, wife and I loving it. Several cruises and vacations, but still love coming home to Warren, Ohio. Okay. I had a workmate from Warren. As a matter of fact, he's a preacher, minister, whatever he is. His name is Pierre, in case you know. He's in Warren. Several cruises, David. Arlene, Wayne County, Ohio. Hi, Arlene, Debbie L. Hi, Buzz. Blaine, I'm at a year and a half now. Retirement groove hasn't gelled 100% yet, really, but I've got plenty of time. Mrs. Blaine asked me when I'm going to get this and that or the other done till she puts me in the ground. Yeah, I still got to do my bathroom. I can itch. I got to get this bathroom done because I think it's been 10 years. I had it quoted twice. And now, the second time I quoted it, the price just went up so astronomical. I got all my Home Depot stuff in the cart, the Home Depot cart. But I wanted to get this shed and get the outdoor stuff done first, which made sense. Mrs. Buzz was on board with that. So we're going to do that, or that's getting done, and then I'll start to tackle the bathroom. In Northeast Ohio, David. Grew up around the corner from you in Lakewood, live in Kent. Yeah, Lakewood's changed over the years, but it's a cool community. My wife's kids live in Erie, PA. Huh, David? Okay. Scott from South Carolina. I was born at Lutheran Hospital. Now my niece is a pharmacist there. Cool. Leanne, no Sunday blues again. Breakfast with a friend tomorrow at 9. Retirement is great. Yeah, you've settled in fairly well, Leanne. I could tell you that. Hey, from Transfer, PA. Where is Transfer, Bill? I have never heard of Transfer. Scott, what age did you retire and why? Well, we talked about this before, but 63 and 10 months because our company was losing 40% of its business. No fault of theirs. We had the Toyota Tacoma frame program that we made metal stamping parts and weldments for. They moved all the work to central Mexico. Toyota built a plant there. They built a plant there, and they didn't want to do the shipping all the way back up to Akron, Ohio. When the project first started with the Toyota Tacoma 20 years ago, we were actually shipping to Stockton, California, believe it or not. There wasn't too many manufacturers out west, I guess. And so then that business got sold. Dana Corporation got sold, and it was sold to a company called Metalsa in Mexico. And now they've redone the Toyota Tacoma. They put a different frame, all different new parts, and we didn't get any of that business. So Debbie L. Hi, Buzz. Okay, Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania. Okay, Rich, thank you. Vicky, Boss Chicken and Beer. That's it, Vicky. Yeah, Boss Chicken and Beer. That's pretty good. I actually like that. How'd you know that, Vicky? Tractor Bob, it'll go fast. Mine did. Are you a micro brew? No, I don't drink. Um, I don't drink. I've never had any kind of problem with that, but my family has, and uh, alcohol has caused most of the problems in my early life not with me drinking it, but with the people around me. So I don't know, I just don't like the taste of beer that much. I'd rather have a coffee over a beer, believe it or not. I'll drink it occasionally, but I just now just don't get into it. Um, I wonder how the quality is with the Toyota builds in Mexico. Hey, I'll tell you what. We had the representatives from the plant in Mexico come up to our plant quite a few times. They're pretty talented. You in Mexico now. You guys probably know better than me. Some of you would know, but it's almost like there's a two-class system. There's all the people that went to college. You either go to college or you work in the factory. You either go to college and make decent money because there's so much work down there. When I went to Monterey, there was just company after company and company, American companies down there, and they were fighting each other basically to get the jobs because there's so many jobs or so many job openings that Whirlpool was trying to fight Metalsa, trying to get, they started raising the wages up, and that area in Monterey was, if you're not working, you didn't want to work because there was plenty of work, trust me. And so those people, I went through their plant in Mexico in Apodaca, and like I said, you either have the workers or you have the kids that go to college, and they come out, and and a lot of them, of course, you need the experience. You gain the experience over years, like all of us did. But there's some talented people down there. There really is. How's the tomatoes coming along? Boy, we just had some great big rainbows. Um, I had those seeds and I never was able to grow them. They just never came out. Oh, we had this big fat one and opened it up, and oh, it was probably the best tomato I've had in years. We just had that the other day. I heard you mention your power rates and count your blessings. Where I live, it's 15.9. Now remember, mine's just for electricity because we can buy our own. We can shop for our own electricity. There's usually 20 companies that try to sell you the electricity. Um, and right now I've got a 4.5. So they add on a bunch of stuff, just like our gas. I paid $7 for natural gas this past month, but my bill was $57. So the $50 is for transmission costs and infrastructure costs and this and that and this and that. And it's like $50 on a $7 gas bill. So whatever. I haven't drank alcohol for 44 years. It hasn't been a big deal. On top of that, I saved thousands of dollars on DUI arrests. That's another thing. When I was working in Akron, which was 45 minutes away from where I live, uh, they would always ask us. Worked there 20 years, and they would say, "Hey, let's go out and have a drink, after work or something." And I was always afraid because I-77 and I-480. Usually there was one or two troopers, and let me skip these ads again. Um, Usually there was one or two troopers along the way, and I was always afraid, just paranoid, I guess, that I would get pulled over and be thrown in jail. And the Mexicans we see while on vacation, they're wonderful, hardworking people. Yeah. Dan, Buzz's retirement warehouse coming soon at 30,000 subscribers. Yeah. Now somebody said it's Buzz's retirement shed. So, but I did, Dan, I did get the duct tape and the washers. So thank you. Uh, my brother lives in Lakewood. He lost his job at Eaton to Mexico. Yeah, they wanted him to go there to train. He said no. They make $5 an hour, no overtime or benefits. Yeah, some of the company, they're all different, but $5 is probably $3 to $5 is that's a true fact. Depending on the company and the um, how much competition there is for the workers. Um, and it's kind of interesting too because when I went to Monterey, that was the first time, and I had one of the purchasing guys taking me and two other guys around, and that was the first time I saw the black Jeeps. with the 50 caliber machine guns mounted to the back of them. They would be right as a bridge overpass. There'd be a little embankment in the middle, and they were parked there. And yeah, they had the machine guns mounted on the top. So those were the government federales, I guess, not the local police. So it was interesting to see that. And then in Monterey, you would see the skyscrapers and you would see, I mean, it was just like any other big city. And then as soon as you got out of Monterey and you looked over to the right, you would start to see the cardboard or wooden shacks where people were actually living. So it's, what do they say, Tale of Two Cities? It's kind of interesting, very interesting. We were actually down in one area in what they call Old Monterey, and back then I forget who the president was. I think it was 2 presidents ago, Mexican presidents. Well, he didn't want to deal with the cartel. He thought he could be over the cartel, so they started kidnapping people from the old city of Monterey, the old city. They would start to grab these people off the street and hold them for ransom. So I think the cartel and the Mexican government come up with some kind of a deal. Randy in Kentucky, Western Kentucky. Our electric last month was $144 for 18 square feet, all electric. David, that's not that bad, really. I don't think so. That's 1,800 square feet. That's not bad. All electric, because I got a gas washing or a gas dryer, gas water heater, gas range. So just the air conditioner and the dishwasher and coffee maker and stuff like that. But that's really not that bad. Kathy's in Connecticut. Isn't it crazy how the people from our generation were taught to be loyal and hardworking, but the companies we work for control our careers? Yeah. Private companies, I think, are different than public companies in a way. I worked for 2 private companies. One was a private company that went public. And when it went public, everything changed. And I remember, I'll just say this real quick, Dave. We were in a meeting one time, and I think I was a production planner, and I was scheduling presses and the blades for lawnmowers for all the lawnmowers that MTD used to make. And we'd get in 40,000 pounds of steel coil almost every day because we were making thousands and thousands of blade, 3 shifts. And I remember we got called in once the company went public, and it went from MTD to Shiloh. And we got called in to a meeting, and there was what they call mid managers, focus factory managers was the new thing then. Every department had a manager, which was absolute overkill. So they had all these focus factory managers sitting in the front row of this meeting, and we were all in the back, us peons, us nobodies. We were all sitting in the back, and this guy, and I'll just say his name was Ted. And he was a Greek guy. He was hired to cut the fat. And he stood in front of every one of them, and he said, "I don't need any of you managers up here. You are nothing but fat. You don't need to be here." And I'm telling you, we're sitting in the back, and you could see every one of those. And there was 2 women, I think 6 guys. Every one of them just went in their chair. I felt bad for him. I mean, he was cussing them out. Basically said, "You're done," and they were all gone. He fired all of them. So just really weird. But yeah, some companies can do some strange things. Seen it myself. Your electric bill was $34 last month, $600. Okay. $34 isn't bad. Here's a topic that I would be interested in community chime, life insurance. I don't know. I don't have whole life after my term. I'm going to stay away from that one. Anytime I bring up my life insurance on my Social Security video at the end of the month, I kind of gloss over it now, but I get a lot of flack for it. Everyone says it's such a ripoff. You have to have term insurance, but like yours is going to expire. So now what do you do, right? Because term insurance at our age is astronomical. So I'm not going to be the one to be able to. Maybe you can get some help from the other people here, but Vicky, I don't look to me. Colonial Penn, I'm a little worried about them. I haven't read anything bad about them, but I haven't read anything good either. Um, how long did you stay in Mexico? Oh, Brian, I was only there just for a day or two. Um, it was just a flight in, flight out, basically kind of thing. Stayed one night. Real quick trip. You have a hot tub too? Okay, cool. Term life. Yeah, but David, the problem with term life is at our age, when you get into your 60s, term life is very, very expensive. You have term now that's up to age 67, and I won't qualify at that point. No. Yeah, insurance is ridiculous, David. First time I retired in Sacramento, California, 325 electric bill. Yeah, Wade, there's a couple people from California on here that, but again, in California, you guys make a ton of money, right? So it's all relative. Some term insurance cut coverage at 70 by 50%. That could be. Mm-hmm. Little late figuring out retirement. Well, the $10 late fee applies, so you'll get my bill. Hi, Kirk. Rich wanted to switch from coal to natural gas. Coal, really? Natural gas was quoted a price of $16,000 to run pipe from the main to my home, 30 feet. Due to high pressure line in front of my home, I'll stick with coal. I didn't know anybody was really using coal anymore. I guess so. Tennessee James, how you doing? Where are we at? We're at 31 minutes already. We purchased whole life insurance at 24 with Prudential. Now at 58 is paid off with equity. Yeah, we bought Universal Life when we were young. And so that's kind of where we're at. And Universal is you can miss payments if you want, but otherwise it just has an interest rate. You don't have it, just the money you put in, you'll collect interest on, but you can just actually just pay the premium. I don't think it's that bad. It's called Universal Life. It's not whole life. It's not term. I guess it's somewhere in the middle. So I think it's worked for us so far. You get my bill figuring out retirement. We purchased whole life. Moved out to California for a peaceful, safe retirement in Idaho. Love it. YouTube ran a commercial in the middle of you responded to my comment. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I usually try to cut those off. What did you ask again? Let's go back. Well, wait, I don't know. I can't find. You'll have to ask me again. I don't remember. Better than buying insurance is establishing a 401k while working. Yep. Now I'm screwing this whole thing up here. Shoot. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Why not go LP instead of natural? Some appliances and you have a tank delivered. Yeah, not for me. My natural gas prices are pretty low. So unless you're talking to somebody else, Blaine. Hey, real quick, we're at 33 minutes already. 401k will be your life insurance after. Yeah, that's the trick too, is to pay off all your stuff. Maybe even some people, like we paid for because when our daughter passed, we paid for our cemetery stuff. That's all taken care of. So, maybe life insurance doesn't matter anymore. But the only thing I figured is if I pass, my 2520 will go to her per month and Social Security. Her, whatever it was, 1700, whatever it was, she'll lose. So My life insurance policy is for 200,000. So that'll cover her for 7, 8 years, depending on the economy and everything else. Um, so, if I make it to 74 or something and pass, she's covered to her 80s, and then she can always do a reverse mortgage on the house. So she should be covered. Anyway, it's 34 minutes already, 35 minutes. So I have a number written down. We're at 108 people. I did put a 60-second pause in there. So let's go ahead from 0 to 100, not 0, not 100. In between 0 and 100. Let's do this for a $25 gift card if you're interested, an e-card. And hopefully I'll be able to keep up. Hopefully. I know. Sounds like Nanook. 88, 34, 12, 16. I saw one close. 2 people said 16. $25 gift card. E-gift card. Some people are getting close. 0 to 100, not including 0, not including 100. Come on. I figured I'd see it by now. Is the delay really killing you here? Oh, I got to skip these ads. Let me skip these ads. I don't think I've seen it yet. I'm glad this has slowed down. Steve helped me from Steve's Retirement Corner, helped me figure that out. And someone else did too. There it is, Dean. Dean, 19. Hey, Dean, 19. Buzz is having a blast in retirement. Yes, he is. So, Dean, we're done now. Sharon, we're done. Liz, we're done. And again, I don't have my eraser. But Dean, email me. How do you say your name? Rodering? Dean, email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com. And I'll get that out to you tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll send it to your email. It'll be a $25 gift card. And that was 19 is Bernie Kosar's number. All right, you got my email, Dean? Oh, you did? Mary, did you have 19? Mary, I'll take care of you. I didn't see 19. Sometimes I can't see them. Let me go back. I just can't see them sometimes because either they go by fast or I'm blind. Let me look. So far, I don't see a 19. Somebody else check me out too. Oh, there's Kathy. Kathy had a 19. Yeah, Kathy. And then Dean. So, Kathy, you had a 19. Mary, Buzz, I had 19 before Dean, but okay, I see Kathy. Yeah, I see Kathy, not Mary. That's what I thought. Mary, where is yours? What? Kathy, if you're there, I'm going to give out. I'll give one to you as well. And I do that because sometimes if I miss it, Kathy D, email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com and I will definitely take care of you. It happens. I don't see it. And I appreciate other people checking it out. And I'm kind of going up the list again. Mary, I just don't see it. Mary, I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't know if it didn't take. There is a delay, and sometimes you can punch something in and it's not going to take it because I have a 60-second delay on there to help me. And maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Duct tape is a good thing. Yeah, Kathy, just make sure you email me. Mary had 80. Okay. I'm sorry, Mary. Maybe that's what happened. Uh, okay. So the two of you, yeah, Kathy and Dean, and Dean R. Right? Well, that was fun. Let's do it one more time, and then I'm going to go eat. Ready? Go. Go. 0 to 100. Not the 0, not the 100. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more. I got to remember the number I wrote down. I tell you, sometimes I don't even remember. I forget what number I wrote down. And I do like doing this. I don't mind, giving some of my earnings back to you guys. You guys are what is making me the earnings, so it makes sense to give it back to the people that are helping me out, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys watching. Um, I haven't seen it yet. I do. I appreciate you guys watching, and it's because of you that the channel is successful. And I mean, I see a lot of the names, and I know you're with me all the time. Mary, I wish you would have got that one. I feel bad. Not yet. There's no education in the second kick of the mule. That's true. Let me give you a hint. If you're a football, maybe that's. Let me get rid of this ad. There it is, Randy in Kentucky, 27. I was going to say if you're a football fan, it was one of our running backs who we didn't sign. Randy in Kentucky. Randy in Kentucky. Home of the Buzzards, Hinckley. Yeah. All right. So Randy in Kentucky, 27. Guys, check me out. Make sure. Randy in Kentucky, writing that down. Check me out. Make sure. I don't think we had another 27 anywhere else, but if someone did, call me out on it. I have no problem because I am old. And my eyesight isn't as good as it used to be. That should be it then. Okay. Yeah, I know that. I know, Noreen. That's why I didn't say it because I figured that wouldn't be fair because some of the Cleveland or Hinckley, as you saw, uh, Kent, they probably would have known who I was talking about. One of the running backs from a few years ago. Buzz pays dividends because of you guys. Seriously, you know, and I've talked about this before. I'll do an update at the end of the year, maybe January 2025, of my earnings for the year. I don't mind sharing it. Dwayne shares his every month as YouTube income, and that's what kind of got me thinking that hey, maybe I can make a few dollars since I retired with less than I probably should. So maybe I could just, I'll do this for maybe 4 years. I was thinking about it today. How long will I do this? And I was thinking until I'm 67. So 4 more years I'll do this. You guys are stuck with me for 4 more years. But yeah, I'll do an update. Bernie Kosar, 19. Yeah, he was the one I did first. Hi, Jen. Um, yeah. So at the end of the year, we'll do a look back. And but Dwayne at Retire Early 500K, um, I don't make nearly what he does, but if you want to know the range that I'm into right now, just watch one of his end of month videos, and you'll see, and probably take a lot off of that number. you'll you'll see where I'm at. Um, but yeah, I think we should give back. So again, you guys are helping me. I'd like to help you too. People that need it, they're not need it, but people that appreciate a gift, and I love giving those gifts. So, um, what's for dinner? I am going to put those organic burgers on right now in a minute. I retired and I will be retired, Don, in 3 years. So 4 years works. Going to put up with me for 4 more years. I'll put up with you guys. Actually, I tell you what, there's been a few I would call clowns who have said some things. They don't even get on the not on the lives, but on some of my videos, they don't even make it to the um, they don't even make it to the comments because they get flagged. YouTube flags them, and I mean they just do it because they can. So, but 99.9% just wonderful, wonderful people, and that's what I love about if this went sideways and this was like all nasty, 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 I wouldn't be doing this. I probably wouldn't because my egos is is not wouldn't be able to handle it. So, but everybody's been so nice, and I really appreciate that. I hope you're keeping track of those giveaways. When I figure out, yeah, well, they're all Amazon giveaways, so all I have to do is look up my Amazon accounts, and that's what's nice. Whoever I can't remember who told me that some months ago, but it makes it easy, so I can yeah, definitely track that. If your channel explodes, you might want to keep going. I just made cornbread casserole. Yeah, but my wife's gluten free, so I'll have to figure out if we're gonna make something like that. Kathy D, you're helping others with your channel. I hope so. I hope there's somebody gets just a little bit of info, um, either from me or from some of our subscribers. If we could just give you one little tidbit, um, I think that's kind of cool. Is it raining again? Son of a gun. It's fun to play. Yeah. Close to retirement, 6 months. The economy has me spooked. Yeah. 9 months ago for me, but then I watch you. I'm thinking retiring tomorrow. It's sweet, man. I tell you what, if I die tomorrow, I had a good time. This last almost 1 year has been so worth it for me. Um, Even if my money goes down further and further, geez, it'd be hard for me to go back to work, but I might have to someday, but I would do anything I can short of stealing cars, and selling dope. I wouldn't do that, but, it'd be tough to go back to work. All right, you sent the email. Thank you. Providing a service, Barry. Thank you. I am kind-hearted. Mrs. Buzz is blessed. I am You know what? I got my heart from my grandmother on my mother's side. Mimi, we called her. We called her Mimi. She was the sweetest lady, and I just think sometimes that I got part of her heart a little bit. Um, I'm kind of a nasty person in a way. If you get on my wrong side, I'm pretty nasty. I don't hold back. That's the problem. I'll either turn away from you and ignore you, or I'll come at you 110 miles an hour. So not physically, but vocally, I'll just come after you because once you cross that line, and that's rare that anybody crosses the line, but it's happened in my time. Now, I'm not talking about fighting or anything. I'm just talking about getting a little vocal. Lots of gluten free. Send that rain to us. It's so dry. Our hay crop is looking bad. Corey, sorry about that. You can have the rain. I got a lot out of this channel. Mostly confidence to finally quit. Now, Dean, don't quit on my account. I have put an asterisk in front of everything. Don't do anything what I say, because if you don't have the money, you don't want to quit. So make sure you have the money. Talk to your financial advisor. Tips I've gained from years of other retirement. Yeah, that's cool. And that's the same thing as, a strategy list of tips you gain from me and from others um, for retirement. I did the same thing. That's how I ran into um, the different YouTubers that I watch financially. Now I don't watch them much anymore. I'm more into the Steve's Retirement Corner, the Middle Age Grind, just a bunch of channels that really don't talk too much about finances. Um, I'll occasionally check on Joe Kuhn and some of the others, but I kind of just want to see fun stuff now. The Friends video is the best. Yeah, that one just really took off. Boy, that's just weird. You retired last month, Steve. Congratulations. Yeah, it's an adjustment phase. It is. I think 4 months. I did that one video. 64, retired at 64. It's a trap, and I felt like it was a trap. I felt like I was going 90 miles an hour and had nowhere to go, kind of a thing. And not literally. It's just in your head. You're like, well, going to work, do this, do that, and all of a sudden it just stops dead. I mean, stops dead, and your mind and your body just wants to keep going, and you don't know what to do with yourself. Now, people say you have to retire to something. I don't believe that at all. I think that's a bunch of hogwash. Retire to something. What kind of crap is that? You just want to retire. You just want to quit work, and that's all retirement is quitting a job. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. It's as simple as that. But when you quit that job, you quit that income. And that's the big key. Can you survive without that income? That's the key about everything. Otherwise, it's just quitting your job. That's all it is. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Dropping in quick to say hi. I got to get the kids ready to go to bed. I can't wait until they're older. I watch a lot about retirement because I can't wait, but reality is not for 16 more months. Take your time, Freckles, 2035. Take your time. Make sure you're financially ready. In my case, I cut myself short. But again, I was in September when I retired or quit my job, so to speak. I was thinking in January of working somewhere else, but then I said, nah, I'm going to see if I could do this. So that's why I do the Social Security videos at the end of the month. Yeah, it's cutting it close, but I'm going a year without touching my bank accounts, really. So, hey, and that's not including any YouTube income or anything else. It's just I'm going a year without touching my bank account. Now this month I'm not in great shape. This month we spent a little extra money, so we'll have to see if I can shop less for the next 2 weeks. You despise Mondays. They're all the same to me. Don't rush it. They'll be grown and gone. Yeah, that's true, Noreen. That's true too. Um, that's very true. Don, yeah, you're going to have your dinner. Okay. I thought about a side gig, but retired now for 4 years and don't think it'll happen. Yeah, I was talking to a couple people that do Uber driving, and I thought about that for a quick minute, and either not Uber, but DoorDash and those kind of things. It could still happen. I don't know. I like driving. I was driving 45, 90 minutes round trip for 20 years, so I can drive. But I don't know I don't know how much you can make in DoorDash and all that stuff, but I watch a couple channels. Sometimes they do good, sometimes they don't. So I kind of wonder about it. Yeah, up your Social Security, Vicky. Yeah. And I know someone said to me the other day, you shouldn't tell people to retire on Social Security. I'm not telling anybody to retire on Social Security, but I know how the world is. So I might have to make some disclaimers at the end of the month when I do my Social Security video. Hey, That's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to save money, pay off your debts, be debt free if you can, um, save as much money as you possibly can, and then use Social Security as a fallback or some extra. And I thought everybody knows that common sense, but people call me out on that and say, you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be doing that. That's just the luck of the draw for me. Okay, so um, get some chickens and turkeys. I wanted to get some chickens, but my wife said no right now. There's a lot of folks here that make Amazon deliveries with their personal cars. I wonder what they make. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I see that. I see people doing the Amazon deliveries because in our community on Facebook, it's always, hey, here's the picture they sent me. It went to the wrong address. Is this your house? Because that's my package. God, I see that all the time. I don't know how they can't get the addresses right. Pay off debts is the biggest. Yep. Pay off debts is the biggest. I know Steve's retirement corner. He said he has a car payment. It was like $300 a month, but he was fine with it. But he's got, he did a good job in his retirement. He talked to financial planners. He talked to different people. One of his last videos, he talked about that, and he made sure that he was going to be okay, and he still feels he's okay. Dwayne's doing good. He's got a lot of investments. He's not taking Social Security, I don't think, at Retire Early 500K. Dwayne, he's not taking Social Security yet, I don't believe, and he's making out because the market's been going up. So good for him. Savings and have retirement. House will be paid off in full in 16 months. Then bye-bye. Freckles, where are you going? Oh, you mean retirement, maybe. Sue Bishop, enjoy your retirement. My husband had a severe stroke at 55. Been his caregiver for 17 years. Social Security is what we live off. I'm sorry, Sue. That happened. I mean, yeah, that happens. If you go to Cleveland Indians games, you should buy season tickets and go to every game. David, that's one thing about my cable. When people say, well, you're spending $242 on your cable. Well, guess what? YouTube TV, Sling, and any of these other cheaper ones don't carry the Cleveland Indians or Cleveland Guardians games. You can only get that from Bally Sports. Now, they'll show an occasional game when it's network, but most of the games are on Bally Sports. And that's a whole nother app that costs money. So, hey, give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull my, it's raining here. I got to pull my barbecue. It's not on yet, but I don't want my barrel getting wet. Hold on. Sorry about that, but I didn't think it was, I didn't think it was going to rain again, but here we go with the rain. Okay, we're almost to an hour anyway, and I'm going to get off of here. Have you been to Steubenville? No, I haven't been there. Does anyone watch the channel Happy on Monday? I have not heard about it. Just retired, paid for house, retired military. Thank you for your service, Dave's World. Not taking Social Security yet. My brother, he was Air Force, retired from the Air Force. He got to go to Desert Storm. He's thinking they're going to, I don't want to say he hopes, but he was thinking they might try to call him again. There's been a lot of activity going on over there. My neighbor, a few doors down, he's in the reserves, and he got called up. So if they're going after reserves, there might be some trouble brewing. Rice and beans, beans and rice. Yeah, I know. I used to work at the mill in Steubenville. Okay. What's the mill name? It's probably changed a couple of times. That wasn't AK Steel, was it? Indians are going to have $1 hot dogs next home game. Really? Okay. I have to look into that. I was lucky because I would get, when I was working at MTD 20 years ago, we did season tickets, and then we would split them up amongst 4 or 5, 6 guys or something like that. So I got to go to took the family. We had 4 seats, and I would go. I think we went 2 or 3 times a year, usually on fireworks nights. I was lucky to get those tickets, and we were second row behind home plate, so they were good seats. That's when I still call it Jacobs Field. That's when Jacobs Field pretty much just opened. What do you grill? I grill everything. I smoke meats, and then I grill hamburger, chicken thighs, and barbecue ribs are one of my favorites. I go with baby backs, not the St. Louis. Watch Happy on Monday. Thanks, Mary. Wheeling Pittsburgh Steel. Okay. Didn't they get sold? Didn't Pittsburgh Steel get sold out to the Japanese company? Or is that still going on? Or am I confused? I don't have a live tonight. Sorry for joining late. Oh, and you didn't know I had a live? Yeah, I was going to do it yesterday, usually on Saturdays. And I was caught up at the cemetery in the rain. And then I lost track of time. And time I got home, it was already like 7:30 or 7:20, and I said, "Nah, I'm just not going to do it." But so Saturdays at 7 is the main day and time. Sundays at 7 Eastern will be the fallback. If I'm going to do them, it'll be on one of those 2 days. Mary, I don't admit that. It'll charge you $10 late fee. That's right. You'll get the invoice in the mail. There are lots of mills and students. Seems like everyone came to San Francisco. I smoke baby backs too, Dean. Okay, yeah. I have this sauce. It's I did it on one of my previous videos. It's Guy Ferrari's. It's no sugar, garlic, barbecue sauce. This stuff is the best. I mean, we've tried so many different ones. I don't like the high fructose corn syrup, so I stay away from Baby Ray's, Sweet Baby Ray's, even though I like it. But we go with just the sugar, or no sugar, I should say. We stay away from the high fructose corn syrup, and there's only a couple that we like that's similar to that. I've cooked pies on the grill. Okay. Damn cars. I'm 65, retired in the Philippines for 2 years, not taking SSI until I'm full retirement age. My wife's 24. Enjoy the ride. I enjoy your adventure. Yeah, that's 24-year-old wife. I'll try the Guy sauce. Sounds good. Yeah, Dean, it is pretty good. If you can find it. We have a local supermarket here. I just like it. I don't know. We've tried a bunch of different stuff, and there's a bunch of good ones out there. But I just like this one. It's got a little green label. Maybe the next time we do a live, I'll bring the bottle outside. We try to keep 3 or 4 bottles on hand just in case, because sometimes they stock out, and it might be a month or 2 before I see it in the store again. You're taking Social Security at 70. My grill is half grill and half griddle. Okay. Yeah, I just got this pit barrel. I guess I can turn the camera, even though I'm not going to do that. There's too much junk over here. But I got a pit barrel smoker, which also works as a grill. So when you're doing, one of the things I didn't like about a grill was like when you're cooking burgers, you get that flare up sometimes. So with this pit barrel, it flares up all at once because the coals and the burgers there's about this much space in between. So it works out really well. And I've been buying the Costco briquettes. They're a little bit bigger. They're like double size. So that's been working out. What brand did you say the green label was? It's Guy Ferrero's garlic barbecue sauce. I don't know if this is called anything else, but it's garlic barbecue sauce. It's been on the market for probably close to a decade. At least 6-7 years, I think we've been buying it. Please send me the bill. I'll pay for the late charge. Okay. Where'd you buy that sauce? I got it at a place called Mark's, which is a Mark's discount store. They always have it. Giant Eagle, if you have a Giant Eagle, just check Walmart. Check all your different places. They might have it. but I just buy it at Mark's discount store. They have that, and they have a bunch of, and RG, I think it's RJ Hewley's. Am I saying that right? RJ Hewley's. That company's coming out with some good stuff too. Um, they've got some really interesting stuff, and we tried a couple of them, which we liked. But that seems to be an up and coming thing that they've been stocking. Where do you send your $10 to, Sharon? I will send you the invoice. Amazon, yeah. All right. Anyway, it's an hour and 5 minutes, so we're gonna get out of here for today. Has Mrs. Buzz tried Trader Joe's gluten-free pizza? No, not yet. We have not gone to Trader Joe's. There is one not too far, probably a 20-minute ride. But we have not. Mrs. Buzz, give me the stink eye again. She says, when are we going to eat? We have not tried Trader Joe's yet. All right, Mary, we'll see you. Send a paper airplane invoice off my belt. Ooh, just saw it. I'll have to pick it up. I'm cooking for my dog, but myself, I'm eating all the leftovers in the fridge since my wife was gone for a week. Yeah. You clean that out. Now you can go out to a restaurant now. You only have to pay for one meal. Yeah, sorry, Sharon. We'll try it next Saturday or Sunday at 7. I'm cooking for enjoy your channel. Thanks, Buzz. Have a great week. Thank you, Brian. Dean, thank you. Noreen, thank you. Yeah, Buzz is hungry. I don't know. It's going to rain, so I don't know if I can cook this stuff. I might have to do it in the house. Put it on the George Foreman grill. I still have one of those. Scott, I always cook for the dog. He's part of the family. Yeah, I got to get a dog. We've been looking. Have a great evening. All right, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, friends, we'll see you next time. So take care. Hopefully the winners, you will send me, Kathy, Dean, and Randy, send me your emails, and we'll send out those $25 gift cards. And we'll talk to you next week. Have a good week. Stay out of trouble. And we'll see you next week.